So it's late, and I haven't actually really. I think it's 10:15 already. Yeah, so yeah, I'm quite late. But I've been thinking a lot about business and so on because I start first of all stretching myself a lot between things. This start impacting my training, and also I'm not clear about who I want to serve as a in terms of business. And I realize that actually there might be something that I've been putting off for a while. Because in some ways I never really owned my journey of trying to become a professional player. It was like until now I was kind of doing things on my own, get on my side and so on, not really putting myself out there, trying just to get the job done, moving forward, keep believing in me. And so, and that's why I started working on other stuff outside here, because see, as professional athlete, the best way that people generally are able to create a side income online and so on is by growing an audience like this and monetize in some ways. Right? For instance, I could do swing analysis, or maybe a little bit of coaching, or anything, just sponsorship, brand deal, and so on. There is ton of ways. That's not what it's like, but you need to have an audience. And since I was kind of maybe shy, I don't know. It's just that for a very long time, let's say that this golf journey wasn't really easy at all. Here, things slowly start getting together. I'm far from done, that's clear. To be able to go to the PGA Tour, I'm mile away. But for the first time in my life as a golfer, it's no more just a dream. I start feeling that actually I can pull it off. And slowly, surely, my confidence level starts rising. And so I'm guessing that maybe it's time I own this journey and actually put a decent effort to grow this YouTube channel and other social media on TikTok and Instagram, even though I just started posting like highlight of my training. I haven't really actually putting the work, because the business I'm doing outside is also to help online entrepreneurs and content creators grow. So I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to that. That's not an issue of knowledge here. It's just that I've been putting the minimum requirement effort. Actually, I haven't even put any effort. Let's be honest. I haven't put any effort to grow this social media, because what I've been doing is just record my training and post it. That's all. That's not even like I'm trying to grow. It's just that something since my burnout. I don't know if I ever told you, but since my burnout, I've kind of after I've stopped golf and I got back to it. At the beginning, I was playing like once a month and so on, but since the very first session that I ever did after my burnout, I have almost recorded all my training. That's not true, because there is a lot of time where I missed up. For instance, I believe that was in 2000. I believe 20. Yes, last year. Last year I believe I didn't post that much, and so almost the entire year without posting a video. But mostly I kept track. I kept track of the journey of getting back up from my burnout. Actually, I start getting emotional about it, but anyway. And where at that point I was really nowhere. Just nowhere. Anyway, so yeah, after my burnout, I was nowhere. Let's be honest. It was like, I think when I started doing golf again, I believe it was 2018 maybe, but honestly I wasn't doing much, and I went from absolutely nowhere after my burnout. And since then, this channel has just been a way for me to track my path back from my burnout. And that's pretty much the testimonial of how I got back up. And until now, I don't know if that's because I was maybe ashamed of me, because I always had that goal to get to the PGA Tour and so on, but things has got hard. But eventually, when I did my burnout, I kind of stopped golf for about a year or two, I think, something like that. But eventually I realized I cannot live without it. That's a TLDR if you want. And since then, I said, you know what? Yeah, I'm just stuck in here. I love it so much. This is my goal. And whether or not I fail to achieve my goal, I will keep going. And I thought that was just a good idea to just record it. And fast forward a few years, I'm there now. I've completely recovered from my burnout. My game keeps getting better. I'm 100% confident that by the end of this year, I will have reached 130 miles per hour, which will mean distance will never be an issue for me to become a professional player. So starting next year, I will have everything in my hand to get the job done. So if that's the case, really it's time for me to own my journey, own that, okay, this is what I want to do, and I will not give up until I get it, and take this channel and other social media accounts more seriously. That way, first of all, because there is a part of self-sabotage when I'm trying to do my best here, training and so on, and on the other side I'm working ton of hours outside of golf just to be able to make a living so I can sustain my golf. But because of that, I'm stretching myself thin and making it even more difficult for me. So, and just because I don't own my journey, and I think it's time I stop. It's time I stop getting in my own way and start moving forward to reach my goal. I really didn't, honestly, when I started this video, I thought, okay, you know what, I'm going to start eating and let's go, let's do it as usual. I wasn't actually expecting to go on a talk like that. But yeah, I've been putting so much work lately with business. To the point where I started thinking, what's the point here? I'm not trying to become a businessman, at least not for the foreseeable future, maybe long term. What's the point here? And also, starting doing things with AI and so on to help content creators. I don't care about them, and I can't really help them. I haven't succeeded yet as a content creator. I haven't succeeded yet as an entrepreneur. But I know a lot about business. I know a lot about content creation. So there is some people that I can help because I know what they're feeling. I know what they're experimenting. I'm talking about professional athletes. I am one. And there is ton out there that are struggling as much as I do. But here's the deal. They don't have the knowledge that I have. So they are stuck in a position where they don't know what to do. And they are trying their best. Maybe some are going to give up, and a lot do. So what I'm seeking is a way to make things work for me and for a lot of people. First, get that shit together. Get my shit together on the golf side and start making truly good content. Stop shitting around and start putting on some work to make that work. And then use that as my success story to build a business to help pro athletes build an online presence, a personal brand, so they can sustain their dream of becoming professional player or athlete in general. Because by building this social media online, the way it is nowadays, professional athletes have a platform for them to build a loyal fan base, which is going to attract sponsorship, brand deals, and this can be the difference between keeping your dream alive or just giving up. And if I can help some people do that, that's going to be insane. At least that's something I care about. Well, until now I was kind of working on stuff to help people that it's not that I don't care about. I like helping people, but that's not something I can relate. Where here I do. I relate a lot about that. So I think I'm going to, even though that's scary because I don't have a lot of money. I'm not running out of money, but pretty much by the end of the year I will. So if I need to make that shift, it's right now, and I need to give it my best. So yeah, I've been thinking about that. So that was on my mind just before I started recording. Sorry if that wasn't what you were expected, but anyway. So I think I'm just going to shut down the recording here and do another video just for the training, and so that way you have this one. Anyway, I don't. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in just a moment.